Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode from Corey Bricker. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. I just got this book like 2 days ago. It's called The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks, and it's how to make that big leap and just overcome your fears and take your life to the next level. And I haven't read a book in a while that's really got my attention as well as this one has. And maybe it's something you can relate to as well. But he talks about in there how we have these limits, this upper limit syndrome, basically, where we only allow ourselves to get to a certain point of feeling good or doing good in relationships or with our wealth or our finances and our creativity. And then we do something to self-sabotage ourselves. And so, and a lot of these things are programmed into us from an early age, like in our childhood when we were developing in our minds. For example, like maybe you had a brother, and this is an example used in the book. If you had a brother and maybe he was less talented than you, and you were always the one that shined, sometimes if you were shining, your parents would kind of look down on you and try to get you to not shine so much so he wouldn't feel bad. And then that carries through with you into your adulthood. And so now you're doing that in your career and it's limiting you. He also talks about in there are 4 zones, basically. There's that we work and operate in, and these are the ones we get stuck in. The zone of incompetence, where you're doing something that you're just not good at. Then there is the zone of competence, where you can do it, but other people can do it just as well. And then there's the zone of excellence. It's something you excel at and you do well at, and maybe you're actually very successful in what you're doing in the zone of excellence. But then he says there's the level of genius, or the zone of genius. And that's where we're all feeling like we have this. Even if we're very successful, and I've been successful in my life, I've made it to the point where I was making a lot of money, and I still felt like there was this something missing and this breakthrough that I needed. And it was because I was operating in my zone of excellence. I know that now because of what I just read in this book, and maybe you can relate too. But the zone of genius is where we are operating in our true gifts and talents, and where we really excel. And if you look back in your life, you might see where there were times where you really just shined. And maybe you're really good at doing something and you can do a good job, but you're not happy doing it. Like if you had the choice, you would say, I'm not going to work today, even though you're doing amazing. And that's how I feel most of the time. It's like, if I had the choice, I just wouldn't be here doing what I'm doing. I would rather do something else that I love doing. And so that's where this book is inspiring me, is to just find my level of genius. And I'm looking back through my life and what are the areas where I shine. And I can think of a few examples. And one of them is just doing what I'm doing now, is like talking to people and trying to make that connection with you. So, I'm getting my message out there, but at the same time, I'm helping other people. And that's where I really feel like my gifts lie, and where I want to grow, and where I feel the most just satisfaction in my life. And so I hope you'll go back and watch that video that I just posted yesterday. It's the first chapter of Make the Big Leap. Go listen to it and see if you can identify with what he's saying in there. And he even talks about, and this is ironic because I'm 41 years old, and he talks about how people, when they hit age 40, by then you're just like bombarded with these thoughts of why haven't I broken through that upper limit, to a different level of success. And it can almost make you ill with depression and just feelings of inadequacy and, am I ever going to have a breakthrough? So I feel like this book was placed in my life right now for a reason, and I hope maybe you can enjoy it too. Go back. I'll put a link below this video where you can watch or listen to the first chapter of the book. I think it'll help you out, especially if you're where I'm at in life. And then I'll put a link below where you can find this book on Amazon. Give me a shout out, give me a thumbs up, and say hi in the comments. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and keep coming back for more great content. But today, here's to breaking through our upper limit and just achieving what we want in life. That genius, that level of genius where we operate our best, where you operate your best. You know what it is. Somewhere in there, you know that you operate better on a certain level, at a certain thing, better than anyone else can. You just know it. But you're doing this mundane job and you hate it. And you know you could just be doing so much better if you were doing something else that you loved. And that's how I feel today. It's just like, this is what I want to put out. So I kept my promise yesterday. I was going to make another video. I'm going to try to make one every day. And thank you all for subscribing to my channel. Once again, thank you to the new subscribers. And just keep coming back. Love you guys. Peace. Say hi.